Welcome back, everyone, to Lore of the Shadow, where I have been asked by a hunter to seek out some of these swart hounds because they are in no way natural and they are the products of the enemy, and that we need to deal with them as quickly as possible so that they would not molest anyone. And besides, there is apparently some challenge in the hunt. Ah, I need just one more, and I think I see one right over there. So let's deal with just one more hound and get out of here. Talk to Ingild at that's not the one. Talk to Kufaron. Yes, over at the camp of the Gondorian adventurers. I have returned from the hunt.
You have returned to compare notes with a master hunter.
Sounds good to me. I strode about the east wall and defeated. How many sport hounds did you defeat? I notice he's waiting until I give my number first. Yeah, 6. I see. Well, I defeated 7. Yes, it's true that you almost bested me. I know it is not a competition, but it is still nice to know the score. Alright, now, these creatures are not natural, that much is certain. Their evil is evident. They were drawn here by something, but I know not what. We should not stay there. The sooner my friends and I are gone from this place, the better it will be. But I will, of course, continue to hunt the deadliest of creatures for as long as we remain in the East Wall, and you should strive to match me with this if you can. Right.
I saw the orcs building a barricade. I will bring you there.
Now that these lands are full of orcs and other dangers, Hestel has asked me to find another route through the east wall. We had planned to keep going north, but that doesn't seem to be as safe as it would have been if the land were empty. Instead, it is crawling with orcs, and those unnatural swarthounds are not to be trifled with either. Of course, you know that you fought some of them too. Yes. There may be another way through the land, though. There's a canyon to the west that leads into the area of the kingdom of Rohan, known as the Soot Crofts. From a distance, I saw the orcs working to barricade the pass. I will go there with you, taking you by a secret path that I alone as a hunter can find. Then you will defeat some of the orcs at the barricade. That way, if we remain unable to progress north, at least we will have another option available. Estelle is sure to be pleased with the possibility, even if it means going into Rohan. Well, better the horsemen than more orcs. Well, I suppose so. So I need to defeat 5 orcs plus a leader. And I'm sure that he will defeat 6 orcs and 2 leaders. You have found the barricade erected by the orcs in this canyon into the Soot Crofts. Let's see. Well, there we have a commander right over there. Well, let's see what we could do with that one. Alright, that is 1 orc down. Oh, the leader counts as one of the 5? So I only need to kill 5 orcs. Well, I'm sure that he will kill 6 orcs, and 2 of them will be leaders. Yeah. Alright, so how about this one? Oh. Whoops. Did I just... Okay, that was an orc defender, and I think I've got one more left, right? Oh, no. Let's see. Oh, actually, that was 5. All right, the extra one decided to volunteer to be the last. Okay. Oh, well, let's throw in an extra one for good measure. So I'm sure he won't count that one because it wasn't in the camp.
I will bring us back to Hestil's camp with my secret hunter knowledge.
Now, if we must, my man can travel west into the Soot Cross. I know Hestil does not wish to, but there may not be any other option. The huge gathering of orcs in the east wall may require us to deal with the horsemen of Rohan instead. I will bring us back to Hestil's camp with my secret hunter knowledge of the best paths and trails to take throughout the land. I think I may remember the way if you keep your eyes open and help me look for the footprints. I think I managed to help everyone.
Everyone is happy? That is unusual.
All right, so they're hard to please, I guess. But perhaps now they will be focused enough for us to see to the rescue of our guardian. All right.
I suppose we are as ready as we are likely to be.
Let me know when you're ready to begin, and we can go on with the plan. All right, fine. Let's now go and rescue your guardian.
I have been in this cage for what seems like days. Are my friends coming to rescue me or not? Should they even bother? They have probably left already.
There is an encampment, Pinelore. Do you remember the plan? You and Madao will creep up to the entrance so that you can spy on the activities of the Uruks within the walls. Once you have determined the things are as we expect them to be, Rodwin and I will drop into the camp from above while Kuafarn sows confusion amongst the Uruks with his arrows. I have tasked Ramdir with the keeping of an eye on Isteron. Our Lord Master has decided that he wants to study the effect of some plant to be found on the Uruks, and I am sure that Ramdir will keep him from interfering with our plans. It is time, Pinelore. May a good fortune shine upon us all, and we will have Dropty Broadshield back with us before the moon is any higher in the night sky. All right, then. Let us see. I am ready. How about you? Our part of this plan is to free Dropty. Should be easy, Pinelore. We are to sneak up to the gate and listen to the conversation of the Uruks. Listen for anything that would make us need to change our plans. I may not be much of a captain, but I will be the best burglar that I can for my friends. Follow me, and do not let yourself be seen. Okay? Oh, this way, and stay quiet. Is that so? It's true. Some of the boys think we might not have the right one. What do you mean? The boss wants halflings. We got a halfling. Is it a halfling, though? The boys say it's a dwarf. It's half as tall as we are, isn't it? That's a halfling. Are you sure that's what that means? Ramdir, what's he doing back here? Where's Isteron? Psst, Ramdir, what are you doing? What? Get him! No, Glowers! Glowers! Well, you say Dofty from the cage. We will rescue Esteron from his folly. Okay. All right, fine. I will. Oh, my goodness gracious. Oh, well. Okay, we'll deal with you. Alright, well, that takes care of the guard. Don't bother, Pine Lore. There's no point in setting me free. It is no use. My friends are better off without me. I am no use as a guardian. Look at me, stuck here in this cage, depending on someone else to free me. That's not the way of a dwarf. Well, actually, they're endangered, so you might as well go and help them, please? But what can I do? I am stuck here in a cage. Well, let's see if we can do something about that. Oh, what can I do? I have to get out of here. My friends need me. Yes. Did you see that? No cage can contain roughly broad shield. There you go. Aha! I am ready to fight once more. I am a dwarf. I am a guardian, and I am free. Let us save my friends. Oopsie daisy. Okay. He's confused by the cage, it looks like. Okay, there we go. Whew. Glad I didn't have to go through. Was that the guard respawning? I guess he got up from being unconscious. Oh, there we go. All right. Okay. All right, let's head on up. Take that! Take that! All right, there's our burglar doing a fight over there. So I'll just have to... There you go. Any more? Oh, his still is fighting over there. Hurry, Drafty! Something terrible awaits up the top. Uh-oh. Let's see what it is. Oh, that's terrible, all right. The Grim Southron. What's going on here? Big Glowers worked tremendously, Pine Lore. I cannot believe that I took Listershade so much for granted. All they do is glow. Sometimes that's enough, but they can't help me now, can they? Look at that thing! Stay back, creature of the shadow! I could crush you into paste, foolish one. It would cost you dearly, servant of Sauron. Tell me what I want to know, and I will let you live. One of you stood at the top of the stone seat atop this hill. Tell me who it was, and you will be rewarded. We have nothing to say to you. I will speak. You are wise to obey, dwarf. I am Ramdar, warden of the Minas Ithil. Your time is ended, creature of shadow. My time is dawning! My master's victory is near at hand. Alright, what was that? I will speak with this axe. Oh, okay. Alright, that's what the dwarf said. Alright. That was a fortunate gambit, Pine Lore. We survived, but I do not dare to call that a triumph. We must leave the east wall as soon as we can, for the wraith may return when it recovers from the disappointment of which it spoke. We cannot stay here. What exactly is the disappointment? You're okay. Oh, well, yeah, right. Well, whatever. We are done here. I think we can call that a successful operation.
Thank you very much for your help. Now we can...
There were some close moments, Pinelore, but Midal's plan worked flawlessly. Well, perhaps not flawlessly, but it did what it was supposed to. Roughly is rescued, and now we can resume our journey. Thank you very much for your help, Pinelore. Now where did Roughly go? He was here a moment ago. And Easterin! Easter, where have you wandered off to now? And they are off again. It is not easy leading this company, that is for certain. I wonder if Kulam needs any help running his farm. Oh no, what am I saying? Thank you once again, Pinelore. They are my friends, but somehow I think they have more to fear from themselves than they do have from the orcs. Good fortune upon your journey. And what do I get as my final reward here? Let's see. Ooh, a ring. A much improved ring, it looks like. Okay, I'll take it.
Thank you very much for your help. Now we can...
Alright. And I think this is... Oh, earring. Thank you for your help, my friend. Now, allow me to give you this advice. If you have thoroughly explored the east wall, your road leads elsewhere, as does ours. But where should you go? If you have not already explored the wold, I have heard that there is a town called Langhold in the northeast. In fact, that is exactly where I am going, into Langhold. So let's go to MAGIX camp, where we are to meet with our friends. Ah, here's Ingild.
A party of Uruks fled from the east wall of the Norcrofts on foot.
I do not know anything about that Dunlending girl, but Horn is one of my people, and I trust him. I'll tell you what I told him. A party of Uruks has fled from the east wall on foot into the Norcrofts. If you go to the ridge west of here, you might be able to look over the plains and see where they went. Okay, thank you for the information. So, let's go and have a little look over the ridge. And also, I may have to deal with an Uruk or three along the way. And maybe even a Swarthound. Where were they when I was trying to hunt them? Oh well. Now let's go and find this ridge. Here we are on the ridge, looking out over what's there. And there is Horn Nona. Oh. Oopsie daisy. And it looks like I'm interrupted. Well, now, anyway, Corridon, Horn, and Nona are over there, so let's go and speak with them. But first, I need to deal with another Swarthound. Well, that looks a bit troubling.
It is strange to look out over the plains of my home. And no, I am not welcome there.
It is your duty to follow the rumor of your friends, and it is my desire to help you to do it. So I will follow you, if you must, pass into Rohan. Corridon tells me that the Uruks are likely to be pursued by an elf, a dwarf, and a man. And though the tracks are faint and hard to read, I trust his instincts and his tracking skills. They would need to be incomparable hunters themselves to catch the Uruks if they didn't depart immediately, and it seems that they did not. And we are leaving well after both groups, so heed this warning. We will have no hope of catching up with the Uruks that fled the east wall without war steeds of our own. We should speak with Mansig about acquiring some steeds. Okay. Well, what do you say about that, Nona?
Horn is an unusual man. I will keep an eye on him for you.
Look at the rolling fields and plains of the horse lords. They were meant for my people, but they were taken from us. Horn and I hunted for signs of your friends while you were at Parthgalen. He is not like the rest of the horse lords. If he wishes to go into Rohan, a land from which he is exiled, I will do so without complaint. See how much he risks for the cause of the strangers. He is a most unusual man. I'll keep an eye on him. Well, what do you say about that, Corridon?
The last time I traveled south, orcs were gathering on the river bank.
A group of Uruks passed this way. The signs are clear about that much. Then the fact that there's an orc camp down there? And they trample the grass underfoot and kicked aside stones with little care for where they placed their booted feet. They were in a hurry, and they held captives 2 halflings whose identities I think we both know, Pinelore. The Uruks are right to worry, for their ruin took them into Rohan, and they are several days ahead of us, and, I feel, mere hours ahead of their pursuers. For they were pursued by 3 of our mutual friends, I think. Why not? But why? Did the Uruks think that they had captured something more than captives? We must follow them. If we lend our aid to the captives or their pursuers, we must do so. But we will need war steeds if we are to have any hope of catching them on the great plains of Rohan. Or then, let's see what Mansik has to say about that. Hello there. You know any way in which we could get some faster horses?
You have urgent business within Rohan?
You have urgent business? It is not for me to ask questions. Know that my people are suspicious of outsiders. Then you will travel with not 1 but 2, and are one yourself. All right, let's see what we got here. We've got... Well, all right, I think this will do. The 4 of you will need war steeds if you are to have any hope of making good time on the plains of Rohan. Some of my men are returning to the wold. You're welcome to go with them if you would like. Help my people in Langhold and in Harwick, and you can have the war steeds that you need. All right, I suppose it's time to head over, and that's what you'll find me in the next episode of Lore of the Shadow.